James Banks here for Up Close Gamers. I'm here with Dean Teslow. So, how's it been going for you this tournament so far? What do you reckon of your performance yourself?
I think I underperformed actually. The first day was okay. I won against Sjow and DBS, and then I lost to Stefano, but that game wasn't really important because I knew I was through to the next stage, so I didn't really care. And then the second day I had a group with me, White, Todd and Happy, and I was really happy about that group, and I thought I was gonna get first place even, because I thought I was gonna beat everyone. But it didn't turn that way. I lost to Todd the first game, which I thought was the hardest opponent of that group. And then I lost to Happy 0-2. And I feel like I threw away both games, and I played really sloppy. Then White, I won, but that game didn't matter.
So looking at performances, what are you going to go back and improve on?
Well, I know now, I played so much tournaments, I know now, like, if you have a bad day you can't win tournaments. That's how it is. Like, my brain didn't really work the second day. I played pretty much on autopilot, and when you play on autopilot you rarely win games. And also my neck hurt that day, so probably treat my body better, eat well, and start to work out more, I guess. So that's the thing I'm gonna work on, I think.
So you were having for your back, you were having massage and stuff, weren't you? By the guys?
I had 2 hours before I had a massage, but it lightened the pain a little, but I still had some pain. But I don't think that was the main thing. I just think I was I slept too much, so so that was the problem, I think.
So next time, less sleep.
Less sleep.
You've been practicing in Korea. Now, how has that been for you? What have been the highlights of it, and what have been the hardest parts of being out there?
I really like the environment there, where you live in a pro house with other gamers and talk and have a good time together, and in Korea it was really like a family. They treated you very well, even though they didn't know much English. So it was a really friendly atmosphere there. I really like that, and it also motivates you to play more when other players game next to you and do so well. So that was the best thing about Korea, I think. The worst thing was the food. It got very boring. I ate the same meal all the time, and also you slept 8 people in one room. I had to sleep on this thin mattress, so that sucked a lot, but I got used to it.
So looking at your practice in Korea, do you think that was 100% beneficial? Because there's some players that are still only practicing in Europe and America and they're not going out to Korea. Or do you think it's necessary for players to come out to Korea and learn from the Korean players and the Korean ladder?
Yeah, you definitely have to try it, but I don't think it suits everyone, because the culture is so different, and if you don't feel feel comfortable in the environment, you will play worse and practice less, I think. So you have to try it, of course, but I don't think it's for everyone.
So we look at this tournament. You've got Night End, who's currently playing in the semi-finals against Puma. A lot of people didn't expect him to get that far. Did you know much about his performance coming into this event?
I didn't expect him to get to semi-finals, but I know he's a really good player. He can beat almost everyone in a good day. So I'm happy for him. He tried so hard and play a lot, and he's finally getting some results.
So out of the people that are left in the competition, who do you think's going to make it to the top 3, say?
I think Hero gonna win against Ret, and Puma against Nighton, unfortunately. So it's gonna be all Korean final.
Okay. And who do you think will take first, second, third?
First, I would say Puma. He has really good TVP, and then Hero second, and then third place Ret against Nighton. I have to give Ret the advantage.
So to round this off a bit, is there any last words you want to say? Anything you want to say to your fans out there?
Yeah, I want to thank the fans for supporting me, even though I did really bad this tournament. I will try my best now, and I will actually change my hotkeys now. I use 098 for my buildings, and that's not really optimal. So I'm gonna change that now because there's no tournaments in a long while. So it's time.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. I also want to thank my sponsors and you for the interview.
Thank you.
Thanks.